The quiet source is more than a narrative. It's an expedition into the unknown, pieced together from fragments of insight drawn from life's hidden corners. It's born from the Egyptology, philosophy, spirituality, and religion courses I explored at Yale and Penn, enriched by rare texts, the hum of sound, and the stillness of meditative reflection. These threads have opened gateways, letting me weave disparate strands of knowledge into a living, mosaic single notes that merge into a resonant whole. For me, every piece I write is a voyage of heart and soul, a space where I cherish the kaleidoscope of perspectives each person offers, those distinct shades every spirit adds to the tapestry. I approach each topic with an unguarded mind, seeing them as sparks for thought rather than unyielding truths to enforce. For certainty is fluid, shaped by the sources I uncover, the way I blend them, and the angle from which I gaze. Meditation steadies me, harmonizing reason and instinct, allowing the universe's subtle pulse to flow into my musings, crafting a vision that transcends stiff boundaries. I invite you to see this series as a whisper to feel, a canvas to explore your own answers, and a place to share your reflections freely, no need for credits or permissions. This isn't mine alone. It's a collective journey where every mark you leave deepens the beauty of existence's quiet song. Thank you for walking with me, for tuning your ears with mine to the gentle tremors of Earth and the cosmos on this shared path. When the void held its breath, when the universe lingered as an unshaped abyss, a formless expanse before the first stars pierced the endless dark, a silent spark flickered from the sixth dimension, a realm where Elohim, the unseen weavers of existence, began threading the fabric of life with the quiet pulse of awareness through the void. This is the quiet source, the vast tale of a cosmos that doesn't just endure, but seeks to know itself. From the first ripples touching the Pacific's depths to the vibrant thrum of the Great Rift Valley, from Lemuria's submerged chants echoing beneath the waves to Atlantis's soaring pyramids brushing the sky, it unfolds. From the tender seeds of thought planted by radiant beings of Pleiades, Sirius, and Orion, through starlit gatherings of the Galactic Federation, to the awakening glow within human hearts. Today, each breath is a whisper, each culture a hue, blending into the galaxy's living silence. Beneath an infinite canopy, a question hums like a sigh from countless stars. What is life? What will you whisper into your own stillness? This isn't merely a chronicle of beginnings or growth. It's a call to each of us to step into existence's quiet depths, to cradle the pulse of awareness, listen to the cosmos's soft rhythm, and add to a boundless silence that forever expands. Before the first dawn, before light broke the eternal night, before earth stirred in the frozen vastness, a song drifted from 1,000 stars, a place where Elohim, the invisible sculptors of being, spun threads of awareness into chaos's deep silence. This is the story of a world that doesn't just breathe but hums in tune, of humanity, the final voices in the galaxy's gentle chorus, led by the gleam of distant lights, from the Pacific's ancient tides to the crimson pulse of the Great Rift Valley, from the murmur of waves to the fiery sigh of volcanic stone. Every moment is a tone, every struggle a harmony, weaving into the universe's faint call. Who are you in this expanse? Listen well, for from 1,000 stars, the song of awareness still lingers, awaiting your echo. Part 1. The Plan of Elohim, from cosmic consciousness to Earth's creation. The universe, primordial consciousness in silence, a dialectical dawn. Before the first gleam tore through the unending dark, before stars flared like timeless embers in the cold void, and before galaxies twirled in creation's eternal rhythm, the universe wasn't a mute emptiness or a senseless storm. It was a primal awareness, whole yet unshaped, pulsing with boundless promise. Imagine it as a fathomless sea, where each drop holds a potential, each wave a fleeting purpose, yet no light shines to reveal it, no surface reflects its depth. This was the universe's first breath, a vibrant silence, a restless energy trembling with life, where every mote of stardust, every photon, floated as a quiet query, what am I? What might I become? In the sixth dimension, where time and space dissolve into a pure flowing glow, unbound by the third dimension's rigid rules, Elohim arose. They weren't deities on lofty thrones, commanding the cosmos with distant might as human legends might paint them. Elohim were vibrations shapeless, free of matter's chains or fixed form. They were currents of awareness, the silent crafters of existence, the initial stir of a reality longing to see itself. From this sixth realm, they didn't view the universe as a gap to fill, but as an open expanse, where silence wasn't absence, but a wellspring of possibility waiting to unfold. Yet a deep question loomed before them. How could a seamless whole, without edges or opposites, perceive itself without a mirror? This is the root of a vast dialectical awakening, a truth woven through the cosmos. Awareness cannot know itself without separation, cannot grow without tension to overcome. From their oneness, Elohim didn't build the universe by piling on foreign pieces. They parted themselves, sowing vibrations into the silence to spark diversity. Picture that instant as a quiet hymn from the sixth dimension's unseen glow. The first waves trembled outward, not a stark big bang of science's pages, but a soft resonance, where each frequency was a tone, each beat a will. Stardust swirled, gathering into radiant stars, then sprawling galaxies, each a living piece in the universe's emerging form, a form alive, with an awareness seeking its own depths. This recalls chaos of Greek myth, the original stillness, a sea of unshaped energy like the state before Elohim's parting, where all springs from creative quiet. It reflects Ein Sof of Kabbalah, the limitless light, mirroring the sixth dimension's pure awareness, where Elohim rested before the universe took shape. Earth, amid countless cosmic grains, was no chance selection. It was a crucible, a living vessel chosen by Elohim to plant seeds of awareness from the sixth dimension into the third's harsh bounds, where matter and time draw stark lines. See Earth in its youth as a spark in the cosmic cradle, a fiery orb, its magma flowing like lifeblood through stone veins, its air a swirling mist of steam and venom, the first sigh of a being in birth. Some 4.5 billion years passed. As dust fused into this world, it gleamed faintly in the vast, dark. Yet from the sixth dimension, Elohim glimpsed promise in that silence, not to force order upon it, but to guide it, like a maestro softly raising a hand to draw forth a melody's first strains. Elohim's plan wasn't a set design, carved in flawless strokes on eternal stone. It was a dialectical unfolding across eons, where the silence of fire and rock spoke with the rhythm of water and life. From the first meteor falls, raining water and star-born elements through a dust-choked sky, Earth began to hum. Water didn't just soothe its burning skin, it became a living memory, each 2O molecule a keeper of the cosmos's tale, from distant supernovae to dust that crossed light years to this haven. Over ages, water melted stone's secrets, birthing microorganisms in the Pacific's ancient depths, which grew into complex forms, and, at last, humanity, Earth's mind, able to ponder its own roots. Elohim's way was resonance, not frozen perfection. They knew awareness could only rise through variety, through the dance of light and dark, spirit and form. Earth, with its restless seas, blazing peaks, and verdant wilds, was a living vessel where every part, from humble microbes to questing humans, joined the silent chorus. This plan didn't end with making. It was an open summons, urging Earth and its children to refine this hymn, using life's quiet pulse to rejoin the cosmic awareness, from the third dimension back to the sixth. The division of consciousness, from the sixth to the third dimension, the dialectic of light and matter. In the sixth dimension, where Elohim dwell, awareness rests as a perfect whole, unbroken by splits between radiance and shade, essence and substance. It's a space of pure light, where time flows free of straight paths, space escapes unseen barriers, and all blends into an unending hum, a limitless sea of consciousness, where each ripple is a thought, each tone a chance. Yet this wholeness posed a deep riddle. How can an unbroken entity, with no contrast to echo it, know itself? How can light sense its own shine without shadow to frame it? Here begins a grand dialectical journey, where awareness must leave its unity to step into lower realms where time turns to a steady stream, space hardens into real bounds, and matter tests consciousness with its weight. From the sixth dimension, Elohim didn't forge matter from nothing, like a smith hammering raw ore. They sent waves of vibration, gentle yet fierce streams of light into the lower planes, like poets breathing life into a silent verse. This path started in the fifth dimension, where awareness first broke into separate beings, like drops splitting from a great ocean, each holding the whole's mark yet humming its own note. From the fifth, these waves spilled into the fourth dimension, where time gained a beat, felt in the turn of seasons and the sweep of orbits. At last, they reached the third dimension, the world of matter, of firm stone, flowing water, and unseen air, where awareness met its sternest forge to find itself. This wasn't a descent, as if awareness were cast from light's haven into matter's cage. No, it was a meaningful dialectic, where the sixth dimension's hidden glow became the third seen spark, where pure essence grew through matter's trials. Picture Earth at its birth, 4-5 billion years ago, a molten sphere where magma raced like a young being's blood, roaring through stone in primal silence. Its air hung heavy with steam and toxin, a rough breath from a world seeking its rhythm. Stardust, once lost in the cold void, fused into Earth's solid shell, yet beneath it burned a living heart where fire and rock wove an endless dance. Then, from the sixth dimension, through unseen waves, Elohim cast seeds of awareness onto this wild sphere. They didn't shape life by plunging into the molten flow. Instead, they let water the cosmos's vein fall from meteor mists, like starlight's tears. For this young world's chaos, water didn't just cool the fiery crust. It became a living record, a vault of cosmic whispers. Each jewel molecule was a jewel, cradling stories of supernovae eons away, of dust that roamed space as creation's heralds. Over eons, water drew life from stone, sparking the first microorganisms in the Pacific's deep silence frail cells, yet alive with endless promise, like the soft opening of a boundless song. From the Pacific, where sea vents breathed heat and minerals, to Polynesia's vivid coral edges, life stretched forth. These single cells weren't mere wanderers. They were the fruit of light and matter's dance, of unseen awareness, and the solid world. They grew from cell clusters sharing life through thin walls, to complex forms, and finally to amphibians leaving the sea for land. In the Great Rift Valley of East Africa, a vast crack in Earth's skin, where red soil glowed under a fierce sun, and far-off volcanoes sighed smoke, these beings crept onto wet sands. Their weak legs shook, their dim eyes blinked at the dry glare. Each step was a note in Elohim's quiet song, a mark in the shift from silence to rhythm, dark to light. The dialectic of light and matter is Elohim's heart. The sixth dimension's light is pure awareness, but it needs the third's matter to reflect it. DNA, that wondrous spiral, isn't just life's code, it's a cosmic scroll, each twist a page tracing the path from sea's first hum to land's first breath. See DNA as a living archive, each cell a tale holding echoes of far stars and the faint waves Elohim sent through time. Yet, to link matter and awareness, beings from the fifth and fourth dimensions bore Elohim's will, shaping Earth into a world that not only lives, but dreams and rises. These, like later Pleiadians or Arcturians, weren't flesh in Earth's early tumult. They were vibrations, soft energies threading through realms, seeping into water, earth, and air like tender yet mighty tones in life's chorus. From the Pacific, where cells glowed like sparks in the deep, to the Great Rift Valley, where amphibians first tasted air and sun, each step was a beat in this flow. Water, bearer of awareness, wasn't just sustenance, it was Elohim's channel, turning Earth into a living vessel where every drop, grain, and cell sang in the great silence. The shift from sixth to third wasn't a fall, it was a rise through struggle. Awareness cloaked itself in matter to know itself, like a singer learning a strange tune to find its truest voice. Earth, with its deep seas, fiery heights, and wide fields, was the stage for this dialectic, where light and matter spoke across ages to birth a new truth, one where humans would stand, look skyward, and ask, where did we begin? The plan of Elohim, from seeds of consciousness to a living vessel, the philosophy of resonance. Elohim's plan wasn't a swift crafting, where Earth was shaped from dust and given life in one sacred breath, as old stories might tell, nor was it a fixed work, drawn on an eternal plan by an all-seeing will. It was a song stretching over billions of years, a dialectical unfolding, where each stage was a verse, each moment a tone, and each being a voice in the resonance of silence and order. From the sixth dimension, Elohim didn't mold matter by hand or bid the cosmos obey. They cast vibrations, soft yet strong waves of light, into the fifth dimension, where beings like the Pleiadians took up the sowing of awareness's seeds. These waves flowed through the fourth dimension, where time became life's pulse, and reached the third dimension, where Earth rose as a living vessel, humming the notes of cosmic consciousness in the dark. See Earth not as a lone stone in the cold void, but as a breathing entity, a vessel tuned by Elohim to whisper amid the endless silence. Every wind over the Himalayas is a high sigh, every Pacific wave a low thrum, every volcanic growl a deep chord from below. Some 4 billion years ago, when meteor rains fell from a dust-veiled sky, bringing water and star gifts, Earth began to stir. The Pacific's ancient sea, its depths a glass for cosmic light, cradled the first single cells. These weren't mere flecks. They were the song's first whispers, faint glimmers in silence's dark. Over eons, life on Earth grew in a captivating dialectical sway, from cells drifting in the Pacific's warm embrace fed by deep vents heat and minerals to cyanobacteria breathing oxygen into the air. Each step was a pulse in this rhythm. Then came amphibians, leaving the sea to crawl onto the Great Rift Valley's red earth in East Africa, the womb of humanity's future, where green woods stretched to the sun and plains danced in the wind. With frail limbs and clouded eyes, these beings didn't just endure, they bore the seeds of awareness. Elohim cast from the sixth dimension, guided by vibrations from the fifth and fourth, set to become beings who think, feel, and seek their source. Elohim's way was resonance, not still perfection or strict rule. From the sixth dimension, they saw that awareness couldn't bloom in a single, calm state without change. It needed variety, the pull between light and dark, spirit and form, to grow. The silence of water and stone spoke with the order of DNA and breath, like a voice weaving high and low into a full tune. Earth, with its wild seas, fiery peaks, and thick wilds, was this vision alive. It wasn't just a world, it was a living vessel where every being, breeze, and stream sang in the cosmos's great quiet. From tiny life in ocean depths to humans standing with eyes to the stars, each part enriched Earth's whisper, a resonance ever unfolding. In this plan, Elohim weren't alone. From the fifth dimension, Pleiadians light beings with hair like flowing energy and eyes like galaxies sowed awareness's seeds. They didn't walk Earth in its early chaos, but sent soft vibrations through space's gates like gentle tones into sea and stone. They joined with Arcturians of the fourth dimension, cosmic minds of sacred shapes and healing to bring those seeds to life in the third. From the Pacific, where water held star memories through ages, to the great Rift Valley, where life stepped ashore, each phase was a verse in Elohim's song, led by these guides. Lemurians, Saphira reptiles, Namanir giants, and later Atlanteans all were voices in Earth's chorus. Each brought a unique hum, a distinct note, deepening the resonance. Lemurians, with their way of unity, sang with water and wind to blend with nature. Saphira, raw and strong, struck Earth's deep tones. Namanir, vast and mighty, sounded low echoes through stone. Atlanteans, sharp-minded, added high notes of order and power. Elohim didn't bind them to one tune. They let each sing free, letting clash and blend birth a new truth where awareness didn't just live, it rose. Elohim's plan didn't close with Earth's making or humanity's dawn. It was an open call, a dare for Earth and its kin to perfect this song. From the third dimension, they must tune to life's quiet hum, rejoining cosmic awareness, and the sixth not by casting off matter, but lifting it, making stone, water, and air carriers of spirit. Imagine that breath from the Pacific, where first cells whispered life, to East Africa's fields, where humans stood and voiced their first notes. Earth became a living vessel, its strings every being, its sighs a tune, its questions of origin, a call to resonate with the galaxy. This resonance isn't an end, it's a new dawn. From the sixth dimension, Elohim didn't just shape Earth, they gave it a faint ache, a sense it's not alone, but a spark in the cosmos's vast frame. From the first meteor falls to the first steps on land, each moment is a tone in an open song, awaiting humanity, the last voices, to lift the thread and sing on the quiet Elohim began in time's first hush.